Most people think the action ends when the final bell rings. But for the ringside physician, that's when the most critical work begins. You see, win, lose, or draw, every fighter goes straight from the ring to the doctor. No exceptions, no excuses. Whether a fighter just scored a big win and wants to bask in the spotlight, or they're crushed after a tough loss and want to disappear ASAP, it doesn't matter. The rule is simple. See the doctor first. This is non-negotiable, and it's for their safety. The post-fight evaluation is where real medicine happens. I always start with the basics. I have every athlete remove their mouthpiece. I check the mouth for cuts, broken or loose teeth, because even the smallest mouth injury can get missed in the heat of battle. I scan the eyes and face for cuts, swelling, or signs of orbital injury. The nose gets a close look for bleeds or fractures. And if a fighter mentions anything hurting, their head, their hands, or ribs, I dive deeper. Now for anyone who took a hard shot, I go into neuro mode. Quick cranial nerve check. Pupils, balance, coordination, the whole nine. And here's where paying attention during the fight pays off. If I saw a fighter get wobbled, slow to get up, or take repeated headshots, I'm laser focused on concussion signs. Your memory as a doc is your best tool. Now, if you want to learn more about how I watch a fight, then definitely check out our other video about the in-fight analysis. Now, let's talk tools. At Dynamo Health, our ringside kit is always ready for anything. Because when you're working fights, you need to handle just about anything in real time. First, you need to be fast and organized. So I actually use a 2-bag system. Bag 1, my primary ringside bag, has all the essential tools we talk about in this video. Now bag 2 is my backup and advanced care bag. And that's where I keep an ECG machine, portable defibrillator, and portable oxygen. This is gear you hope you'll never need, and oftentimes the venue will have on hand for you. But I do a variety of event types, and bag 2 is so that I truly am ready to handle anything out there. Now, having a good, organized, and well-stocked bag can be the difference between life and death in a worst-case scenario. Now, here's what's always in my main bag, bag number 1. Silver nitrate sticks for controlling nosebleeds fast. Quick stop powder and coagulant sponges for nasty cuts or abrasions. Surgical staples for scalp wounds. Suture kits for lip and facial lacerations. Eye shields and saline for rapid eye assessment and flushing. A pen light and pupil gauge for quick neuro checks between rounds. Blood pressure cuff, pulse oximeter, and stethoscope for vital signs. And of course, gloves, gauze, tape, and instant ice packs for rapid trauma care. Now, if you're from an urgent care background like myself, this is your time to shine. At ringside, you're not just evaluating, you're treating. Fighters don't go to the ER first. They go to you, right there, right now. That means you need to be decisive, resourceful, and prepared for everything from a simple nosebleed to a deep laceration or sudden cardiac event. Now, I know some of you might be interested to know where to grab the right stuff for your gear bag. And I'll try to put together a full gear list in the description here.
Enjoying the video? Yeah, I know. Me too. But listen, really quick. More than 90% of you guys watching this right now aren't even subscribed. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. It takes a whole team and a lot of work to put these videos together. Believe me, my cameraman right behind you is sweating bullets right now filming this. I don't ask for a lot in return, but what I'd love is for you to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. Doing that is a signal to YouTube that you want to see more of this content. It helps me, it helps our team. It's a small ask on your part, but it's huge for us. All right, let's get back into it.
After immediate care is done at Ringside, your job isn't finished. Every athlete, especially youth boxers, needs a clear plan for what happens next. And it's your responsibility to communicate that plan to the athlete and to their family right there before they leave your care. If the injury is minor, I'll give simple instructions for home care and make sure the parents or coach know what to watch for. But for anything more serious, such as suspected fractures, head injury, loss of consciousness, vision changes, or anything that you're just not 100% comfortable with, the next step is always a clear referral, urgent care, or the emergency department. And if there's any doubt about safety, either unstable vital signs, neurologic symptoms, persistent bleeding, or the athlete just isn't looking right, I make sure they're transported safely, either by ALS or BLS ambulance. No one leaves Ringside without clear written instructions, and I document everything for follow-up and for USA Boxing records. Now, your job as a Ringside doc is to make sure the athlete gets to the right place safely and that parents are fully in the loop every step of the way. That's how you protect their health long after the final bell. When an athlete suffers a concussion, a suspected head injury, or any serious injury like a fracture or deep cut, my first priority is safety, not just for tonight, but for their future in sports and in life. That's why USA Boxing has a strict medical restriction policy. And as a Ringside doc, it's my job to enforce it. If a fighter is concussed, they're done. No exceptions. By policy, a medical suspension means no sparring, no competing, and sometimes no training for a specific period of time. For example, a first-time concussion usually means at least 30 days out. But if symptoms persist, or if it's a repeat concussion, the suspension can be even longer. It's the same for broken bones, eye injuries, or any situation where return to sport could risk permanent harm. The exact restriction, including the length of the suspension and the requirements for medical clearance, gets written on an official medical restriction notification form, which is given to the athlete, their coach, and their parents if they're a minor. I also always make sure this form goes into the athlete's USA Boxing record for full transparency and for follow-up. Now, this is important. This is not a negotiation. It's not about pleasing the crowd or the coach. It's about protecting the athlete, period. Now, if you want to go deep on the science behind concussion, symptoms to watch for, and exactly how we decide when a fighter can return, definitely check out our full concussion protocol video that we put together. Post-fight evaluations are where you, as the physician, make the calls that keep the athlete safe. You're the last line of defense between a tough sport and lasting damage. Every fighter deserves that care. And that's why, for me, the Ringside doc is the most important seat in the house. I've been Dr. Yomi Adeyemi, and this has been Ringside Medicine 101. I'll see you guys ringside. And as always, stay dynamic. Peace.